Hi, my name is Brian Danford, and I'm going to talk today on different plants that you may find. This is it's called a single leaf ash. Notice how it's one ash, one leaf on the ash, and if you feel it, they are pretty leathery and thick, and it's because they live in a very dry, arid environment, and most things in this environment have a very big waxy covering, so they don't lose as much water to them. And so, but all these other things that are on it are seeds. These are seeds that are on this guy. And what happens is these fall off, and water comes through this area, and it pushes this down along this drainage. It is a plant that was used back in the day by Indians. Different pieces can be used for digging tools, or don't know if it's used for food. Most everything in this area can be consumed or used as some kind of helpful medicinal quality in it. And we've lost a lot of that knowledge, but that's one. Then if we come over here to this tree, this is called box elder. And what's really interesting is as I'm approaching this, you probably notice immediately the red. Red with 3 leaves. This looks a lot like something else, but that something else doesn't grow on trees. That is your definitive poison ivy look-alike. Box elder is a plant that is a tree, and poison ivy grows as vines or along the ground. They don't grow up this high. But you can see this has 3 leaves and a red stem. And box elders are in this area. I haven't seen too many of them, but this is a box elder, and it was used also by the Indians for different things, for making fire and other different things. So, cool plant. It's not as leathery or tough. It feels softer, but it could be that these leaves are they fall off all the time not all the time, during the winter. They fall off, and it's not an evergreen. It's a deciduous tree, and it's a lot harder to identify these trees without leaves. But yeah, so box elder, cool tree, and I'm sure it had seeds. It's just right now it's not in the seed phase. This grass right here is called rice grass. It has these different seeds all over them. Indians used to collect all these grass heads, and obviously it took some time because the grains are pretty small. And they gathered a lot of them in order to make rice or flour. And it was used to cook with, and they ate it. And right behind it, we have prickly pear cactus. There are no fruiting bodies yet. There's an old one. If you look, there's the white fruiting from an old cactus are there. But they have these purple fruiting bodies on them that they make. That you can take off with tweezers or tongs, and you can pull them off and you can eat them. However, you have to cook them first, and you have to make sure that you scrape all the different spines off of them, because it doesn't feel very good when spines get into your throat. So these spines that are on this cactus are not fun, and make sure you don't eat them. These are obviously all over arid environments. And then behind you have juniper, which are gin berries bearing plants. It also has glue, like sap, that they use to help with medical wounds, and as a glue to fasten things together. So yeah, and sage obviously is out there. So few plants to add to your repertoire. Thankfully, there aren't a whole lot of species of plants out here.